Heart problems are often thought of as something that just happens with age. People say, "Well, I'm getting older. Of course, my heart isn't as strong as it used to be." But the truth is, many of the problems seniors face with their hearts are not just age. They're choices. And sometimes those choices are sitting right in a glass on your table. What you drink every day can either support your heart or slowly damage it without you even realizing. In fact, there are 3 common beverages that many people over 60 are still drinking regularly, not knowing they are quietly straining the heart, clogging arteries, and raising risks of serious disease. If you or someone you love struggles with high blood pressure, cholesterol, or heart weakness, you'll want to pay close attention, because avoiding these drinks could save years of your life. Let's begin with the first culprit, sugary sodas. They're everywhere. Colas, lemon-lime sodas, energy drinks loaded with sugar, even some flavored bottled teas. They taste good, they give a quick rush of energy, but inside your body, they're chaos for your heart. 1 can of soda can have more than 30 grams of sugar. That's like pouring several spoonfuls of sugar straight into your bloodstream. When that happens, your blood sugar spikes, your insulin shoots up, and your body is thrown into a cycle of inflammation. Inflammation doesn't just make you feel sluggish, it directly damages the lining of your arteries, making it easier for cholesterol to stick and form plaques. Over time, those plaques narrow your arteries, forcing your heart to pump harder and harder just to keep blood flowing. I once spoke with a man in his late 60s who had been drinking soda with every lunch for decades. He never thought much of it until his doctor told him his arteries were so clogged he was on the edge of needing bypass surgery. He cut out soda completely, switched to water and green tea, and within 6 months his blood pressure and cholesterol improved so much his doctor said he avoided surgery. That's how powerful a single change can be. The second drink is one that surprises many people: energy drinks and highly caffeinated beverages. These are often marketed as performance boosters, even for seniors who feel tired and think they need a quick pick-me-up. But the truth is, these drinks are loaded with caffeine and stimulants that make your heart race. For a young person, the body may handle that stress for a while. But for someone over 60, especially if you already have high blood pressure, an irregular heartbeat, or stiff arteries, that sudden jolt can be dangerous. Energy drinks don't just wake you up. They strain your heart, increase your risk of arrhythmias, and can even trigger heart attacks in vulnerable people. There was a case of a retired teacher who began drinking canned energy drinks every afternoon because he felt too tired to get through the day. Within weeks, he started experiencing palpitations, his heart skipping beats, and tightness in his chest. His doctor told him bluntly, it wasn't his age causing those symptoms. It was the drinks. Once he stopped, the palpitations faded, his blood pressure settled, and his energy actually became steadier throughout the day. Sometimes the very thing we think is helping us is what's making us worse. The third drink on the list is alcohol, especially in excess. Now, you might hear some people say, but a glass of red wine is good for the heart, right? There is some truth that certain compounds in red wine can benefit blood vessels, but the problem is most people don't stop at one small glass. Alcohol in larger amounts raises blood pressure, weakens the heart muscle, and damages the liver, which in turn makes it harder to manage cholesterol and fat in the blood. Heavy drinking is strongly linked with cardiomyopathy, where the heart literally weakens and enlarges, struggling to pump blood. I once heard an older woman share her story of how she and her husband enjoyed several glasses of wine every evening for years. He developed heart failure in his early 70s, and his doctor explained that alcohol had quietly weakened his heart over decades. She was shocked because she thought wine was protective. The truth is, moderation is key. If you already have heart issues, even moderate drinking may not be safe. For many seniors, the healthiest choice is to avoid alcohol altogether. Now let's pause and think. These 3 drinks, sodas, energy drinks, and alcohol, are so common that they almost feel normal. But normal doesn't mean safe. Cutting them out might feel hard at first, but your heart will thank you almost immediately. Within days of avoiding sugary drinks, your blood sugar stabilizes and your blood vessels relax. Within weeks of dropping energy drinks, your heartbeat becomes steadier and your blood pressure lowers. And within months of limiting alcohol, your heart muscle can start to regain strength. That's not theory. That's the lived experience of countless people who've made these changes. So what should you drink instead? The good news is there are plenty of heart-healthy options that don't just replace these harmful drinks, but actively support your health. Water is the obvious one, and it's underrated. Staying hydrated keeps your blood thin enough to flow smoothly, reducing strain on your heart. Herbal teas, like hibiscus tea, actually lower blood pressure naturally. Green tea helps your cholesterol balance and reduces inflammation. Even a simple glass of warm water with lemon in the morning can kickstart your circulation and digestion without stressing your heart. Think about how freeing it would feel to go through your day without your chest tightening, without your heart racing, without worrying about what the next test at the doctor's office will show. That freedom often begins with what you put in your glass. Your heart is with you every second of every day, never taking a break. It beats more than 100,000 times a day just to keep you alive. Don't make its job harder with drinks that poison, overwork, or weaken it. Instead, give it what it needs: hydration, gentle nourishment, and relief from unnecessary stress. Many seniors say, "I wish I had started earlier." But the truth is, it's never too late. Even if you've been drinking soda for 40 years, even if you've relied on alcohol every evening, even if you thought energy drinks were your secret weapon against fatigue, your body can change. Your heart can heal. It just needs you to take that first step. So the next time you reach for a drink, stop and ask yourself, is this helping my heart or hurting it? One small choice today could mean years of healthier, stronger, steadier heartbeats tomorrow. Don't wait for a heart scare to make the change. Protect your heart now, because it's the only one you have and it deserves your care.